Hey, everybody. I'm so excited because every single one of you can use this. Even if you think, oh, Pinterest is just for girls, or Pinterest is just for moms, or Pinterest is just for people who sell cute, crafty things. It's not, you know that by now because you're part of my tribe. And you've heard me say many times that Pinterest is super powerful. It's one of the best kept secrets for getting traffic for your business. Affordable for running ads, but I'm not going to be a spoiler. I'm not going to spoil any of it. I'm leaving it all for our Pinterest expert today. So delighted to introduce you. If you don't already know, front row VIP extraordinaire, Laura Reich. And Laura is going to take it away from here. Welcome, Laura. And thank you so much for coming here to show us how to become a client attraction magnet with Pinterest.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. I was in here a while ago and we actually talked about those things. And we kind of went over, the training is still in the group too, so you guys can watch that. We went over like the things about busting the myths, why it's not just for crafts, why it's not just for females and things like that. So if you haven't watched it, I definitely urge you to check it out. It's in the group. Today, though, I wanted to talk about one of the pain points that people talk about with Pinterest as well is the time involved in learning a new platform and managing that platform, and how to be able to make sure that you can actually use it as an attraction magnet and not have to seek out your clients and seek out those ready to purchase from you. Whether you have products or services, it doesn't matter. So little bit different this time around for you guys, but still going to be jam-packed with stuff. So I'm going to move my camera up here. If you guys have questions, let me know. And then can you see my screen?
You're going to in just a second. Hold on there. There we go.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to cover up my desktop back here because that's something pretty. All right, so we're going to go through how to, if you don't have a profile set up, how to set one up, how to set it up correctly so that you can attract the right people. If you do have a profile already set up, this is still going to benefit you because it will be able to help you make adjustments to your profile so that you can attract the right people. And then we're going to go through how to set up boards that will also attract the right clientele and the right audience. So again, that they are ready to not only click through your content, but actually convert into leads and purchases. And then I've got a bonus at the end where I will actually screen share how to go through and connect a pin, your own design, to content on social media, other places. So without further ado, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Laura Reich. I am now actually Laura Reich Sura. My business will still stay as Laura Reich. I did just get married in July. I am a mother of 2 boys. One is 3 as of Wednesday, and the other one will be 12 in 2 weeks. And this actually has changed now. We'll just quick edit that. There you go. And for the last 6 years, I've actually focused on what I love and excel at. I started out as a virtual assistant, trying to do all the things for all the people so that I could stay home with my 2 kids, and then realized what I really loved with a graphic design degree background is Pinterest. And really being able to take my love of design and converting it into leads and sales for my clients so that they can see the bigger impact that they can make with this platform. So I love helping busy entrepreneurs and bloggers build their brand and increase their sales. And I say busy, not lightly. We all have things that we're trying to work on. But there are things that you can do to be consistent on Pinterest in literally less than 1 hour a week. And it's so tangible. That's why I try to shout it from the rooftops that everybody should be on Pinterest, because it really can be that platform for you to be able to create that wider reach and make that bigger impact, whatever that impact is for you and your business. So this is just a quick screenshot. Some of you may have seen this. There are a couple of them that I have floating around. This is a client who came to me without a Pinterest profile. And then within 30 days, now this is not typical. I am not saying that this will happen in 30 days. I tell everybody to try Pinterest consistently for 90 days so that you can make sure that you've given it that effort to bring in those client leads and sales. But in 30 days, this person's traffic went from 0 to number 1 in her Google Analytics, and she was able to bring in 4 new sales from that traffic in 30 days. Now, granted, the sales aren't $500 sales, but if you look, it was $234.35. I mean, with doing 1 hour a week, wouldn't we all want an extra $240 a month, right? In 30 days? So it was pretty awesome to see that. And that's only going to grow as she continues to implement things. So this is where we get into Pinterest profile upgrade. For those of you who are here with us, go ahead and shout out if you have a Pinterest profile. Say, heck yes, already got it. If you are going to be brand new to Pinterest and do not have a profile, go ahead and shout out brand new, just so I know who's got what and where we are at in terms of where you're starting as we go through this process, okay? So here is, heck yes, we got it. Here is my profile. This is a current picture that I have taken of my profile. And there's a couple of different things that I want to highlight here for you guys. You see my name, and it's actually not just Laura Reich. What I've gone in and what I will show you to do is go through different categories and find Christine, brand new. That's awesome. So excited that you are here. So this will be perfect for you. What you can do is you go through, and I'll show you in the next steps, how to find keywords that best highlight what it is you do that are highly visible on Pinterest. And so I have Laura Reich, Pinterest marketing, social media management, and funnel marketing. So those are keywords that I have found on Pinterest to be very, very trafficked keywords. And very trafficked doesn't sound grammatically correct, but I'm making it up, and that's what it's going to be, because what that means is people are searching for that right now. So some way they are typing in Pinterest marketing, some way they are typing in something about Pinterest, they are typing in something about social media, or they're typing in something about funnels, and they're looking for answers to what they need. And so that is what I'm coming to try to help them with. And I want that to be part of what's in my title. And I'll show you how to find your keywords next. So that's tip number 1. You want to make sure that your title is not just your name. Now, they do restrict how many characters you put in your name, okay? It is more restricted on a desktop. But insider tip for you guys here today is that if you do it from your mobile device and then save it, you can get a few extra more keywords in there. Now, that's just a loophole that I found in the past couple of months. So if for some reason that doesn't work, it's totally okay. You don't need 5 keywords in here. In fact, I actually say don't do any more than 3. My thought is to just have Pinterest marketing and funnel marketing, because that's really what I want to focus on, right? That's really what I do. And so if you can only fit 1 in there, make sure you get that 1 in there, but any of them will help. Now, if you can only get 1 keyword in there, right, you have this next part down here where you can add in more keywords. Keep in mind, hashtags are not searchable in your profile. So you don't want to put hashtags in here, okay? But you can go ahead and put more keywords in here. The biggest thing that you guys want to make sure you do, though, is you want to make sure that everything you do is conversational. So up here, it's going to be hard to be conversational, but this needs to be a conversation right here, okay? And so I say in here, my Pinterest marketing and social media tips, there's 2 keywords right there. Help entrepreneurs is a keyword that's actually used highly in Pinterest. Build their brand and sales without sacrificing their family. And so I have brand, I have sales, Pinterest marketing, social media tips, and entrepreneurs in that sentence. Now, even though I have 5 keywords though, it's still a complete sentence, right? So you want to make sure that everything you do is conversational. Your pin descriptions, your bio, everything that you're working on needs to be that conversational tone. That's really what Pinterest is starting to focus on going forward. So you can't do keyword stuffing like people used to do. You'll see pins that are still all keywords and it's a jumble and it doesn't make sense. Please do not keyword stuff, okay? The next part that you want to focus on, and I will show you where to get to this part in your settings, is your website. You want to make sure that this is your main page website that you've verified. It's not going to be beneficial to put a landing page in there unless you've fully verified that you are only running off of a landing page for a website. You want your full website here. And the reason being is once it's verified, then all the other pins that you show underneath that URL also show as a verified account. So you want to make sure that you're not just putting your landing page for a lead page here, right? You're not just putting where your sales funnel starts here. You want the full URL of where your main website is, okay? So how do we do these things? Well, you can see right here on this picture, it says edit info. You could click there. If that's not on your profile, then you can go to the 3 dots up at the top here. And then right here, you'll see edit settings. It's the second one down, okay? This is where you'll be able to change your profile picture, edit your profile name, your username, your about profile, and then right here, the 3rd setting on the left says claim. That's where you will be able to put your website, okay? Everybody got that? Give me a thumbs up, emoji, something. Let me know that you guys are good, you're following, because we're going to jump into next how to find the right keywords for, there we go, for the display name and your profile, all right? I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, so this is now what we're going to get into. This is going to be used for your boards, for your profile, for your pin descriptions. This is the easiest way for you to be able to find what works for your keywords in the titles, the boards, pins, everything, right? So the Pinterest marketing, social media management, and funnel marketing were the 3 keywords I used. What I did is I went through pinterest.com/categories. And you'll see in this area that they have all these different categories that everything fits into, okay? So popular, everything, architecture, animal and pets, arts, crafts, videos, technology, finance, everything, okay? And so all of those things are going to be where you're going to find your keywords. There are a couple ways to find keywords. This is going to be the best way for your boards. You can also use the search at the top of your Pinterest account. So like when you're on a mobile device and you have that search right there, you can use that as well, okay? And when you type in a keyword, if pins pull up underneath that, and they are relevant to what you are trying to be seen for, then that's a good keyword for you. I go more into the search and keyword stuff in the previous video, which Jen, I'm going to find the link and link in the comments for everybody so they can have both of the trainings. So the categories are going to be what's really helpful for your boards as well, because when you're creating a board, I will show it in later slides, you have to choose a category that this board best represents. So we're going to, for this purpose, click on DIY and home improvement. And so you can see they give a follow button and they say there's 61.4 million followers. That is a lot of people, you guys. That is a lot of people. And so I want to make sure that even though we're looking for high traffic and more volume, we're not getting lost in the shuffle, right? And so what we can do is when you see these down here, right underneath that, you'll scroll down and you'll see topics related to DIY and home improvement. These topics are going to be easier for you to find that niche audience. These topics are going to be what you click on. And when you do click on that, you're going to see that there's a lot less followers in some of these topics. 58,000 instead of 61 million. So this would be a great keyword and category for someone who is using DIY and home improvement. Now, when you go to create a board, you want to make sure that you know what category you came from, right? So when we clicked on categories up here, we went into DIY and home improvement. Write that down so that you don't get lost. Because when you are picking a category for your board creation, you're not going to be able to choose these extra topics that are related to DIY and home improvement, okay? So this craft rooms, what is it good for? It's good for hashtags in your description. It's good for titles of your boards. It's good for your profile if you focus on DIY and home improvement stuff that has to do with crafting, right? It's good to put Laura Reich craft rooms. You could put craft room ideas. You can put other things like that. But craft room is the main just of where the people are searching, right? So you can add that to your profile name where I showed you how to do that up here. That would go in the display name right here, okay? Now, if you're creating a board, what you do is you go to your profile, you click on this button that says boards, and you'll see this plus button right here. When you click on that plus button, this box will pull up and you'll name craft rooms, okay? And that's where we found the keyword craft rooms was the 58,000 followers. And that's a good number to be around. The number that I suggest to be around is roughly 25 to 30, all the way up to maybe 100. I don't want to go too much more than that because then that's when you start to get into lost mode is what I'll call it for today. The thing to note, though, is your description, you want more keywords, okay? You want to flesh out this description. This is where you are going to attract your clients and your leads because you want them to know why they care about this board. What are you going to put in this board? What is going to help them? Are they going to find the answers to their problems? Are they going to find help and solutions, freebies? What are they going to get, right? So make sure you enter that in this description and you provide more keywords of what they're going to find. The category then, this is why we wrote down that category. because what kind of a board is it? This is where you're going to have to choose that top tier category. This is where we would choose DIY and home improvement, because that's the main category that Pinterest provides to us, right? So that even though we're focusing on craft rooms with this board, it's underneath the top tier of category of DIY and home improvement. Everybody good with that? That makes sense? Gonna keep going on. So you can also keep this board secret if you want. If you are working on client attraction though, I want you to make sure that you leave this visible. Do not make this board secret, okay? So then this is where we get into next steps, right? Now we have this amazing craft room board, but it's empty. It's not going to bring people to us because the pins are what people are going to see first when you open up Pinterest, right? When you open up Pinterest, you see all this stream of these pins. You're not going to see the boards right away. Yeah, you're so welcome, Isabel. It is super, super important, and it's the basics of what's super important to bring those people in. So, Isabel, do you have an account already that you're working on? Or are you just starting out? I'd love to know. So when they come to Pinterest, they see the pins first. So even if you want to create a client attraction Pinterest account, but you do not have content that you are ready to put on Pinterest, you can still source third-party content and bring them to your profile and your boards where they would then see more information about you, right? So that's what we're going to get into next. So this is craft rooms. So now what we would do is that search bar that I was talking about before, you can see up here in the top, I have Pinterest analytics ads, and then I have craft room ideas. I'm going to zoom in here. You see that craft room ideas right up here. All these tiles represent different things that people are searching under craft room ideas, okay? And so when I pull up craft room ideas, these pins pull up, right? And so this one stood out to me just because of the color. Yeah, no, I only have a personal account, but a couple of clients who might benefit from this. I was so interested in this. I'm sitting in my car in a parking lot watching. That's awesome, Isabel. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. I love being able to help people understand this better because it really did propel my business, and it's helping a ton of clients that I'm working with as well. So this one stood out to me because of the color, because of how they highlighted that title. It talks about craft room right there, bold, on small spaces. So my craft room is non-existent. I love crafting. I'm a sewer, but it stood out to me because I have a closet for my craft room. So I have small spaces and I need to organize, right? So I click on this, and this is what pulls up down here, bigger. And then I look, and they had a good description and title. So I want to pin it to that board that hey, welcome, glad you're coming in. Let me know if you have a Pinterest account or not. If you're brand new, totally great. Just so I kind of can gauge where you guys are coming in from. So this pin that I'm clicking on had a title and description filled out. So it was a good fleshed out already pin that will help with keywords and attraction. So then I click this drop down arrow up here, and that pulls up all the boards that I have. And so in this search bar, I would type in craft rooms. That's the board we just created, and pin it there. And now what this is going to do is this is going to create a board with other people's content, but that is super attractive to my clientele, right? And the reason I want to do this, I'm just going to stop screen sharing for 1 second. There we go. The reason I want to do this is because it's super important to make sure that you are not just pushing your content. We all know that with social media, right? If you are throwing things at people that is only your stuff and you're shoving it down their throat and you're making them only see what you have to offer by not offering them other things, you're doing them a disservice. Just like how Jen does these joint webinars, just like how people do joint live streams, just like how we all share other links and blog posts and content on social media when we click that share button, right? We're doing ourselves a disservice by not continuing to do that on Pinterest as well. So there are ways where you can bring clients into you just by pinning other people's content, right? And so I want to make sure that you guys know that you can set up this profile and this can be an amazing win for you, even if you don't have time to create pin designs and you don't have time to share out other content right now. That's totally okay. Make this small step to create this Pinterest account. It literally takes you less than an hour to create this account, set up a few boards, and save some other people's content to those boards, because that's going to show Pinterest that you are there. You verify your website, and now people will see the pins that you're saving to your boards, click through those boards onto your profile, and possibly even click through onto your website, right? And so that's literally the first step into bringing in more clients and more visibility to your accounts, okay? And to your business. So now, for those of you who have other content and you want to share more and you want to share your content out there, I might need to have Jen bring on the screen share again. Yay, thank you. Then when you're ready for that, you can move into what I call mastering Pinterest in 1 hour a week. Okay. So a lot of people say, oh my gosh, I get into Pinterest and it's this black hole. I get sucked in. I went in for one thing and 2 hours later, I'm finding all these fun crafts and this kitchen aid thing that I can do and how to update my bedroom and whatever it is that you fall into that rabbit hole in, right? But I'm telling you, there are platforms that you can use that will help you. One of those platforms that you can use, I highly suggest, and I'm just going to type it in here. This is an affiliate link, but it's Tailwind. And you can use this link for free. It's an affiliate link, so it doesn't cost you anything, but you get up to 100 pins free through this scheduling platform. And I'm actually going later today into a training with them where only 100 of us get to go in and learn even more about how to use this platform strategically so that you can save time, you guys. You don't even have to log into Pinterest. If you want to avoid that and focus on repinning and pinning your own content, repinning other people's content, you can use Tailwind. And it really kind of is like that blinder type platform where it will help you focus on that 1 hour a week. You can schedule out the whole week, and then you can go back in there and focus, focus on really just mastering what you need to master on the platform to make the most of your time while you're there, okay? But for those of you who are ready to share your content, these are just a couple things that you need to keep in mind when you are doing so, right? So the first thing that you want to keep in mind is creating a graphic that's not only going to capture attention, but it's actually going to solve the problem in their mind, right? So I had a ton of people come to my blog post from this pin, and it's how to make money blogging, right? And so we all want to make money. Like, that's why we're in business. But I have a blog that teaches things about Pinterest and blogging and social media, but it would be nice to make money from that content that I'm putting out there at the same time. So I actually created this blog post on how I do that. And there's a lot of people that have blogs out there that don't make money. So this attracts them because they're like, oh, she's making money. Otherwise, she wouldn't be talking about it, right? Then when I upload this pin, I want to make sure that description is conversational. It is searchable with keywords. So go back to what we just worked on and find the keywords that are going to be searched, because Pinterest works with Google, right? So Google is going to have more domain authority, Pinterest is going to have more domain authority on Google than your own website. So why not use the keywords that people are looking for on Pinterest and Google to be found through Pinterest and open that untapped audience? So make sure that you have the keywords and hashtags in that description as well. Then when you click through and you add that landing page, please make sure that you're not just focusing on a product page or a sales page. Please focus on other opportunities. I'm going to be showing you how to connect to Facebook Lives. I'm going to be showing you where you can take a pin and connect to a value video that you do in your Facebook group, on your page. You can connect it to Instagram stories, whatever it is that you want. As long as you can find a URL, you can connect it there. So even if you don't have a blog where you can lead them back to, make sure that you're using other opportunities so that you can actually shine out, provide that value, and then once you've done so, capture the sale or the lead. In this blog post down here, this is where I actually ask them for their name and email. So I'm providing value to them prior to asking for that engagement, is what I say. Like, before I'm proposing to them, I'm giving them something, I'm courting them. Then once I've proposed to them and they've given me their name and email, I can go in for the wedding, right? So make sure you guys are doing that as well, okay? So now I'm going to pull up another tab over here and open up my Pinterest account and my Facebook account. And while I'm doing that, I'd love it if you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them out there and I will answer them. I have two screens, so I'm trying to pull up my stuff over here for y'all. So go ahead and let me know if you have any questions about setting up the profile, anything like that, that I can answer while I'm getting my computer to open up and show you how to create a pin to a Facebook Live.
So no questions at the moment, but if you are watching the replay, make sure you tag Laura and she will swoop in like the fairy godmother that she is, and she will answer your question.
I love it. Fairy godmother.
And if you're just popping in and you're afraid to ask a question because you think maybe she's already covered it, don't be afraid. Any question is on the table. Is that correct, Laura?
Yeah, all questions are always on the table when it comes to me. Absolutely. I actually teach my clients how to use Pinterest as well, because my done for you clients, where I actually manage all their Pinterest accounts, they come to me because they don't have time to do it, not because I want to keep them in the dark from doing it. Like, I want them to know that I'm helping them. So no question is a bad question. No question is off the table. How much traffic are you getting from a pin to your blog? So that's a good question. It really depends case by case. So I will show you how to check on traffic through analytics here. I'm going to cover this up and make this other one go away. So it's really great question. The biggest thing that you want to know is followers, and this crazy number count right here, monthly viewers, do not matter. Okay. Because I have 203 1,000 monthly viewers. But if those monthly viewers are not clicking through my pins, it means nothing to me because I'm not monetizing, I'm not getting the traffic, I'm not engaging with them, right? So don't fall into the trap of other people that say, oh my gosh, I have 1.5 million monthly viewers, because it really doesn't matter. What you can do is you can click on analytics up here and you can go to overview, right? And so this will give you an overview, and mine's going to be cattywampus because I have ads going. So it'll be up and down and fluxing, but you can do overview, and where you see this impressions button right here, yes, Pinterest is the #1 source of traffic to my website. Yep. And so you can see it's down by 63% because I'm working with Pinterest on new ads and conversions. So right now I actually have an ad set up that is converting email leads at 57 cents per email lead.
Wow.
Super.
Wow. So good.
Yeah.
He also asked, how long have you been using Pinterest to generate traffic to your blog?
That's a good question. So I have been doing it since Pinterest was around. I have not been doing it correctly since Pinterest has been around. So I was on Pinterest just for fun, right? And so when I switched and started using Pinterest for my business, it's probably been about 5-6 years. I was able to start seeing immediate results within the first 3 to 4 months, I would say, because I had one of my first clients come to me and say that they loved what I was doing with my account and they wanted to know if I managed accounts. And so it doesn't necessarily matter how long you've been with a Pinterest account, because people will find you, and the right people won't care about those vanity metrics. They'll care about what you're pinning. They'll care about what your bio says, where your link clicks to, things like that. So I've been doing it for a while now, working directly with Tailwind and Pinterest to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. But even if you're getting started out, don't get discouraged, because you can find people right away, no matter what you're trying to do. Yes.
Can you go back to how much you're getting per email lead right now? 53 cents a lead? 57 cents a lead. Yep.
And then I actually have an ad that's converting right now. I can show you guys too. So here's the link clicks. So when you go to analytics to finish up that question, you can click on this impressions and change it to link clicks. And then it'll give you your graph of link clicks here. Okay. And then if we go to my ads over here and do overview, I can go in, and if my internet plays nicely with me, this is the back end ads section. And so you can go to traffic campaign. I have traffic and conversion campaign. So you can see the cost per click for my traffic campaign is a little bit higher. It's 24 cents per click. But once you switch to a conversion campaign, I'm getting link clicks right now for 5 cents. And they're converting. They're specifically set up to convert to email leads. So when I go to the traffic campaign and I go to what I have as a retargeting, so those who have been engaging organically with me on Pinterest, I'm retargeting them with a repurposing course that I have. It's a mini course. It's $97. And I'm retargeting direct to the sales page now because they've already reached me organically, right? And so you'll see right here, this top one, I've spent $99.92. If I scroll over here, you'll see that I have 3 people who have purchased in the past 2 weeks. It's $33 to get them to purchase, but it's a $97 product. So my ROAS right now is 291%, because I've been able to make $291. With that, the sign up conversion is also a lot higher but that's because I, at the bottom of my sales page, put not ready to purchase, sign up here. So that I still have another opportunity for them to sign up if they haven't. So this number is going to be a lot higher, but I'm not focusing on lead generation in this ad. I'm focusing on sales generation in this ad. So I have had 12 people add to cart, which I'm going to be able to now retarget them because I'm traffic targeting them. And I've had almost $300 in sales with $33 per purchase at $97 for at $97 for the course sale. So $33 is a little high, but still for me, I'm excited because that's $291. It's a almost 300% ROAS on the amount of money that I've spent because I've only spent 99 bucks. So
impressive.
Yeah, so that's the ad side of things. And then Christine also asked, what is, I'm going to go out of ads over here. What is Tailwind exactly? Thank you. What is Tailwind exactly? Tailwind is a scheduling platform. So just like Hootsuite or Buffer that you use for your Facebook pages or your Twitter accounts or things like that, Tailwind is a scheduling platform that helps you manage your time with Pinterest. It's an amazing platform. They also allow Instagram scheduling. I've used them for that. Instagram is not my sweet spot. I focus solely on Pinterest, but they are an amazing platform for being able to schedule and manage your time efficiently with Pinterest. So this is what I'm going to teach you. So this is my Facebook page on the platform. And so I do live videos and watch parties weekly. I normally go live on my page every Monday. I have not gone live in a couple of Mondays just because of the wedding and the honeymoon. But you can see here how I have different videos that I do on my page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can click on posts and take a pin. Yeah, totally. You are more than welcome to come back and watch from the start, or you can just ask any questions that you have now. I'm totally open to any questions. But so I'm going to go to posts on my page. And then I want to drive more traffic to this watch party, right? So I did this December 11th, 2 days ago. I'm going to click on this name this date right here. And it's going to pull up the specific watch party if it listens to me. My internet's not liking me. I'm going to choose a different video, y'all, because it's not loving me right now. So I can do this to any video.
It's up there. It's in the black browser bar.
Oh.
It's okay.
It's okay. I clicked out of it now. Whoops. So we're going to go right here. Ultimate Guide for Successful Email Marketing Strategies, right? I had someone on doing a guest live stream. And so this is the live stream right here. And so what I can do is you see the URL up here at the top. This is what I'm going to use for the pin that's highlighted in blue right here. Okay. And so what we can do is we go here to Pinterest and this little red plus button, you're going to click that and then say create pin. Now, if I were a prepared entrepreneur, I would already have a pin design ready for you guys.
No, this is good. Just walk us through it. This is so good.
Big video. Okay. So I use Canva and I'm going to, it looks like they have a new tour up on how to create a new pin. I'm going to quickly show you a not so very awesome design, but how you can make a design real quick. And if I run over, feel free to cut me off, Jen. I don't know where my time's at, but so I go to Canva, I click on Pinterest graphic, right? If you are someone who does not like design, I have templates that you can purchase. There's over 30 templates in there where you literally would just pop a title in there and move on, right? And so I'm going to go to my folders here because I have designs in my folders. And I'm going to click Pinterest templates and I'm going to choose one.
And just bringing everybody up to speed, remember, so she's got that link still on her mouse. She copied it from Facebook of that Facebook watch party she did, or that Facebook Live that she did. So that's where we currently are.
Yep. And so I'm just going to delete these off of here. And this can be literally a really simple graphic, right? It doesn't have to be fancy. So I can click on here and say Ultimate Guide for Successful Email Marketing, and copy that and then put that in here. And then because it's not a ton of text, I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger. And that's it, you guys. Like, it doesn't have to be fancy. And instead of get instant access, I'm going to put watch now. And have it be, hold on one second. Sorry, my brother-in-law's home.
I was about to go, oh, marriage.
Oh, yes. That's actually, my husband's on a work trip. That's my brother-in-law. So Ultimate Guide for Successful Email Marketing, watch now. You can put whatever you want in here. You could put your website in here. You could put like seen more, whatever, learn more, whatever you want. It doesn't have to be fancy. So I'm just going to download this here. And then it'll save down below here. You can save it wherever you want on your desktop. And it's literally, you guys, real quick, not doing anything fancy. So now I'll go back to Pinterest here, and you just drag and drop that pin, right? So there's that pin that I just made. And then I'm going to actually paste that same title because email marketing is a keyword that I want. So this title, it needs to be specific to what they're going to be able to see, right? And so you want to make sure that if you don't have a pin with this title image right there, that you are very specific in your title, because this is one of the main opportunities to grab keywords and put it in, right? So I already know that I have keyword heavy over here as well. So I'm going to grab this description over here and copy that and use it for my pin description, because I know that that's full of different words that make sense to what they're going to see, right? And it creates that congruency where they read this description and then find out, oh, it's the same thing on this video. I am in the right place. So make sure you definitely have that congruency as well. Now I could do online marketing. I could do email just instead of email marketing. And then the destination link is going to be this video link right here, right? So you can grab it up here at the top. If you want them to start at a specific point in the video, you can right click on this video and then show video URL or copy video URL at current time. So that's a cool hack for you guys too for Facebook. If you want them to start at a specific point in a Facebook Live, maybe you guys did like 10 minutes of just chit chat and you want them to start right where the meat and bones of the training is, you can copy the video URL at the current time and use that. So you just click show video URL, copy it, and then you paste it right here. And so now that link is in there. So we have everything ready to go. Now what I want to do is select the board where I want it to go. So I'm going to click on select and then choose, I have email marketing best practices. So then I can type in email and that board that I created pulls up and then I just click publish. And you can schedule them on there too if you want. And then now I can click see my pin. So now you can see this is the pin that I just uploaded. It says Ultimate Guide for Successful Email Marketing. Watch now. If I click through this, you'll see the next tab pull up and it'll open up directly into that Facebook Live video that I just set for this pin. So you can do that with any social post that you guys have that you can grab a URL from. You can do that with Instagram posts. You can do that with, if you use LinkedIn Pulse and you have a blog on LinkedIn Pulse, you can do it there. Any LinkedIn posts, Facebook Live videos, wherever you want them to go, you can do that way. And so that's a really cool, easy way that if you wanted to boost visibility to content that you already have, use Pinterest to be able to do so, because you're playing off of not only Pinterest, but Google and the keywords that you're using. So if you play it right, you're going to be bringing in a new audience to the value that you're already posting by attracting them the right way and leading them where you want them to go. Okay. So now this is the point where I tell you if your brain is exploding real quick. I have a course where I actually teach you step by step how to manage what you need to be doing on Pinterest. I have tons of trainings in there, the design trainings, description trainings, hashtag trainings. You get instant access to all those trainings. I go live once a month. We do Q&A calls and I do updates. So if there's new topic updates, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of new updates that I learned today. Simple change updates. They never make huge algorithm changes, but I have an NDA signed for a training later today. Those updates, when I am released from those NDAs, go all into this course. And so if you wanted access to that, go to pinrockstar.com. I am giving you guys in the front row a coupon for 25% off the course. It's front row VIP 19. You can use that. If you have any questions about the course, definitely let me know. There are 8 different modules in there. Plus, if you complete all 8 modules, I have UTM. I have a group that is graduate, Pintastic graduates, and they get UTM code training. So how to be able to track with Google Analytics and Pinterest. I go into the basics of Pinterest ads and how to start using them effectively. And then I also have a specific Tailwind training where it's me and a Tailwind representative teaching you how to use the platform the right way. If you want to check it out, go ahead and go to pinrockstar.com. Even if you're not ready to purchase right now, if you go to pinrockstar.com and scroll all the way down at the bottom, that bonus link that Jen keeps putting up on the board for the free download, the Pinterest attraction marketing link, is actually linked in this purple button down here at the bottom of my sales page. So you see these arrows. That is actually on that page as well. So you can go to pinrockstar.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, click on that button. It will open up in Messenger and send you the PDF right away. So that's what I got. Pinterest made simple, y'all.
So good. And I never thought about what you did with the repurposing is ingenious. That's my favorite kind of like tactics because it's easy. And I want to ask you though, like, would you run those, like that live stream that you did with the email marketing that you just demonstrated? Yep. Would you run that always organically first before you pushed ad dollars behind it? or would you ever go straight to promoting it?
So that's a really good question. It depends on the strategy behind it. I have videos where I am specifically doing a value video, where I know it's converted in the past to leads or sales, or it's just brought in a wider audience where they stick with me longer. Those I would probably consider going straight to uploading it organically and then attaching an ad to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm actually not doing ads to videos though. I've been doing everything organically. The things that I'm doing ads to are the landing pages, because I'm retargeting the people that have engaged organically. So if they've landed on those pins that go back to the Facebook videos, maybe they brought it closer, but they didn't click through. I capture those engagements, and then the ad actually retargets those people with a landing page specifically for their name and email.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And you can pixel people in Pinterest as well, right? Isn't there a Pinterest pixel that you can put
Yes.
blog
Oh,
posts
yes.
in?
Absolutely. I 1,000,000% would not suggest doing any ads without pixels at
That's
all.
right.
Yep.
Let's see here. So I lost connection. I can't hear, but I think it's me. This is so good. I knew almost nothing about Pinterest. You explained so much. Thank you.
You're so
And she
welcome.
says she'll go back and watch later with sound.
Sounds great.
All right. Awesome. Wow. Well, you guys, that's a screaming good deal for Pinterest Rockstar. You're going to go there. At the very minimum, go and get that awesome freebie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I normally mute my phone before I do live stream.
Listen, it's real life. We're all in it.
Let me put that up there one last time and close with that. So go to pinrockstar.com, put in code FrontRowVIP19, and you know what? I bet Laura will honor that code even if you're in front row in the big group, and not even if you're watching on YouTube. Just don't tell everybody. But am I right there, Laura?
Yeah, it's honored for everybody. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Everybody.
I didn't put VIP as like VIP your group. I put VIP as in they're watching this with the VIP.
Yes.
I didn't even think about your group.
Love that. Good. Oh, well, fine.
I mean, I'm in it.
It's
So
the front row that matters. And
yeah.
and you're all VIPs if you are here with us today or watching the
Absolutely.
replay. So tune in for our next show. We are starting either, I don't know right off the top of my head if we are at 12 or 12:15 or 12:30, one of those. Actually, let me just figure that out real quick.
12:30, I'm pretty sure.
12:30?
Yep, 11:30 Central, 12:30 Eastern, because that was one that I was coming to.
Yes. Okay. Yes, because Kim Gaskell is, it's 12:30, is going to be telling us how to set up our messenger bot for our Facebook business page. And so if you're just a little bit intimidated by the whole bot thing and it sounds like too techie, Kim is a fantastic teacher the way that Laura is a fantastic teacher, and she really simplifies things. So this is like bots for regular people. So please join us. Don't miss it. Show your love for these people who are being so generous with their time to do these webinars for free. It's crazy. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I can't wait to jump more into Pinterest. Thank you, Laura.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Bye, you guys.